Okay, we're gonna try this out. This little walk with a story. Okay, come on, you guys, let's walk. Cheetah, walk. So, I remember coming home from my vacation, if we will, and you know, when I came home, I had my physique right, my mind right, and I was just determined to kind of like, escort. I wasn't gonna give no dick away for free. So that was my plan. I got set out in this place in San Francisco in the Tenderloins, and they had us go to this Russian center. I had been gone for quite a while, so the internet and all that shit was new to me. But we went to the center, and immediately the first thing I did was look up escorts, like, how to sign up to be one. Because, like I said, so I'll do that. I signed up with this site. It was $250. I had got a job as a plumber at the halfway house. So that was cool. I was just setting up my stuff for when I got out. So fast forward, that's what I do. But I got some homegirls too that hustle with me. You know what I'm saying? And I do my little girl date or women dates. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I was going to see fine ass females and shit like that. Nope. A lot of time they were crazy, nice people, whatever. But, so as this thing progresses, I noticed a couple of females suggested that maybe, because people lived in all kinds of different areas, so they started suggesting that maybe they'll quit their job and just come kick it with me, and we'll be something. And I'm like, no, why would you want to do that? Like, everything's fine. I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, I'm on probation for 5 years. I'm not trying to do all that. So after a while, that two different women said that to me, and I kindly refused both offers. And at the time, I had this Corvette, this silver, I think it was a 2000, and this is in 2006. So I got this vet, and I did fucking mess around and settle down. I met a girl that I liked, and we're kicking it, and we get an apartment together. And the next thing you know, I start getting hate phone calls, like out of the blue. But not just regular hate phone calls, like, you're gonna die phone calls. Like, you're going to prison, you're gonna die, you're gonna lose everything you got. I'm gonna see to it that your life is over. And I'm like, what the hell? And so, come on, keep walking. Keep walking. Good morning. Keep walking. So I'm like, what the hell? Because I'm not, I've been gone for a long time, but I'm not used to that. I've never had anything like that happen to me. So I tell my cousin, I'm like, man, somebody talking about hating on me and doing me harm. And he's like, man, it's bullshit. Don't even trip off of it. I'm like, okay. But then all of a sudden, this person calls my girl. and says that she's got all of our information. Walk. All of our information, everything about us. Social Security, whatever, whatever. I'm like, what? I'm like, bullshit. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, so now I start getting calls regularly, but it's like different kinds of calls. Sometimes it's a computer call, like literally a computer voice sounding like, yeah, Don, you're gonna lose everything. Like, it was hella weird. So I'm like, this shit is getting crazy. So, you know, it got to the point where everywhere I went, now the person is calling my girlfriend. Every time I leave the door, she calls my girlfriend. He was just with me, eating my pussy, doing this and that and the other. And I'm like, man, never, like, this is a fact. When I did come home from vacation, one thing I did promise myself, because of all the fucking left for dead I was treated when I was gone, is that I was committed to being loyal. Like, whoever I'm with, no matter, like, however the situation is, I'm sticking to it. Good morning, how are you? So keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking around with nobody, so this is crazy. And even my escorting, because I never lied to anybody about it, even that I slowed it down. And then when the threats came, I started getting suspicious of, like, yeah, it's one of y'all. And I'm trying to figure the stuff out. But my cousin, he's telling me, man, fuck that shit. Like, you tripping. Like, that shit is bullshit. And I'm like, man, this shit is getting crazy. Like, the calls are coming more frequently. Now, the person is calling my job. I'm, of course, out of the halfway house. I'm in Sacramento now, and I'm working for a plumbing company. And this person called my job while we were having a meeting and said some crazy ass, weird ass shit. And I'm like, fuck, what the hell is this shit? So now I'm bugging out. I'm switching cars. I'm letting anybody drive my vet. I'm really trying to figure this shit out, right? So one day I get a call, and I have a couple of friends that are really close to me, homegirls, and I'm kind of putting them under the gun because, we're close, but they are crazy. So maybe they're doing some stuff like this. Good morning. So come on, keep walking. Walk, 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 walk. So maybe they would do some. No, walk. No, you're not doing that there. Keep walking. Come on, Cinnamon, walk. Come on, you guys, pay attention. Pay attention. Come on. So, where was I? Oh, so I know some homegirls that are cool with me, but they crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they might get up in a wild hair up their ass or whatever and do something like that. So I'm kind of ostracizing myself now, and I'm beefing with my girl. Of course, she's suspicious. We only just been together for a few months, and even though I've been honest, this shit is a lot for a new relationship, like too much, actually. So we're beefing like a $12 taco, basically, and I'm feeling like, fuck, you should be on my side. Like, let's get this bitch together. Like, what the fuck? This bitch is haunting us both. She's calling her job, constantly calling her, telling her weird ass shit that ain't true. Knowing everywhere I go. Knowing. I don't fucking know how. So, like I said, one day I get this fucking call, and it's from an investigating service, and they want me to pay a bill for investigating me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to pay you guys. I forgot what the tab was, but I'm like, no. Why would I hire you to investigate myself? I already know what I'm doing. That's dumb. I wouldn't do that. So I get a wild hair up my ass, and I get an investigator because this number was haunting me, right? And the number was linked to one of my homegirls. It's like, I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it, but this number, I want to investigate this number. Come here. Come. Stop. Sit. 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 Cinnamon. Sit. Cinnamon. Sit. So, let's walk. Come on. So, I'm like, I'm gonna do an investigation myself on this number because this number is just like too wild. Boom, right? So I investigate this number. I get an investigator to investigate this number. And they come back and tell me that the phone records on that phone for 6 months never dialed any number but mine and mine alone. One time it dialed PG&E, but that was it. And the address associated with that number was across the street from my job that I worked at. I'm like, what the fuck? So, me and my girl, we drive over there, ready for battle. And as soon as we get up on the porch, I see little kid shoes and bicycles and and then worse than that, little ghetto shit like this like a little black family. And I ain't got nothing against my folks. I love us, but when I was doing my thing, it was mostly really every other kind of race but black person that got my services. So I knew that couldn't be a possibility. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm just like, I don't know what to do at this point. Me and my girl, we're not really talking. I think this was a time she went through a pregnancy and had a miscarriage, or she's getting pregnant. Oh no, I'm jumping the story a little bit. She's becoming pregnant. Stop, come on, let's walk. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And so it had gotten to a habit, because of my escort service, whatever. I would leave my laptop open so my girl could like look at it, like I'm not hiding anything. Like everything is right here for you to see. Stop, wait. Uh-oh, gotta take a shit, man. Shit, stop. All right, wait, stay. Gotta be responsible. Hold on. Okay, we back. So I'm like, I'm leaving everything open for her to see because I'm not trying to hide anything. But we're not really talking anymore. And I've taken on the vigilante myself, And it's weird because my cousin's discouraging me. And, my PO, my PO, I had to tell him. I had to show him. I had to show him that somebody was stalking me. And he's like, what? What the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I had a legal escort license. I had also a legal permit to be a driver for other escorts. You know what I'm saying? So he knew all of that. But when the stalking situation came up, he would just be like, that's crazy. Just keep me posted, whatever, right? So one day I come home and I'm looking on my computer and it's this girl and she's like, hey, what's up? You remember me? And I'm like, no. And that's the other thing. On the internet, I kept getting weird ass messages, like women trying to come at me on the site, crazy, like hella weird. Like, so this person is like, you remember me? And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh yeah. I was like, where? She was like, yeah, at a bar. Okay, I'm a rapper. I rap, do shows or whatever, go to a bar every now and then. But what I don't do is try to knock bitches. I don't talk to girls like that. I'm not the nigga that's gonna run up and be like, hey, what's up? Shit. Like, I don't do all that shit. Like, I'm in my own space. You'd have to give me such crazy goo-goo eyes to be like obvious, like, damn, nigga. Come on, let's go, turn around, let's walk. There's a dog down there, way down there. And I don't want them getting into it with it. So, so the girl on the internet is, yeah, we met at a bar. I was like, yeah, what bar? She's like, I don't know, bar, one of them bars downtown. I was like, yeah, I don't remember. She's like, oh, here, let me send you a picture of me. So in comes this picture of some fine ass white bitch with big titties. I think it was a brunette hair or something. And I'm like, yep, cute, still don't remember you. Oh well. All of a sudden, she just floods my page with pick after pick after pick after pick after pick. And I'm like, what the fuck? Some of them's not even the same girl. I'm like, oh, this girl's full of shit. So I'm leaving all this shit open though. And this going on over a couple of days, right? So yeah, I'm tired. We're going back up on the incline. It's tiring. Shit. Okay, so after all the pictures, I'm like, yeah, I'm really confused now because some of them ain't even the same. Now I just think you're fake. And she's like, no, I'm not. We can meet. I said, we can meet. I said, where? When? She's like, we can meet Friday at TGI Fridays in Roseville. I'm like, all right, bet. That's what we're going to do. So immediately I called my cousin. And I say, yeah. I mind you, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Like, I know I don't hit girls, so I'm not, nothing's physical is going to happen to her. Well, I'm going to give her a mean, I wasn't even using profanity then, so I was going to give her a mean, bull crappy lecture. I don't know. But I was waiting for the crescendo. We was getting to the end of this shit, right? So, call my cousin. I'm like, yeah, I'm meeting her Friday. He's like, oh, wow. So you tired of nibbling on it? You just gonna put the whole hook in your mouth now, huh? I was like, what? He's like, man, now you about to go up there. She ain't gonna show up. You just gonna be wasting your time like you bullshitting. I told you, man. I'm like, dude, this woman has fired off gunshots, called my job, called my girl, like I traded cards with you, the other homie, like, man, come on, like you, and this shit's been going on for almost a year, like just getting worse and worse. So he's like, yeah, whatever. So the week going through, right? The Friday comes. Come on over here to the left. So the Friday's coming, and good morning. All along that time, come on, all along that time, my girl has been trying to talk shit, right? And my thing is, by now, there are no secrets. Stop playing games. You know you read the messages, just say it. Like, either you're with me or you're against me. Either you're, because, like, honestly, the broad called my job. So my boss was tripping, my PO was tripping, my girl was tripping, and I was tripping. Like, I'm damn near ready to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is driving me crazy, for real. So, Friday comes. And wouldn't you know it, that Friday I go to work, come home, come home, I get a call from my PO. My PO's like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, well, what's up? He's like, man, where do you live? I said, you know where I live. I live in the same place. He said, why did a lady call me today and said that you actually live with her and that she came home from work today and found you in the living room at the kitchen table with a mountain full of cocaine or some kind of drug on the table, and she came home and asked you, what is this? Keep walking, you guys. And you said, don't worry about it. I was like, oh my God. Yo, come on. I was like, P.O., come on, you guys. Like, I did all those years. You think I'm going to get out and do, like, really? And while I'm under this serious situation, I said, man, I didn't tell him that I was going to meet her tonight. But I just said, man, he was like, you better be in here Monday. I said, I'll be in there Monday. But we're gonna figure this thing out, right? Now, over this course of the year, I saved every message, every voicemail, every whatchamacallit, you know what I'm saying? The thing from the people about the investigation on me. You know, how are you? Good morning. Come on, walk, you guys, walk. My findings on my investigation, all that shit, right? So Friday, I'm getting ready to leave, and here comes my girl, talking shit. Where you going? I'm like, I'm going where I'm going. Like, I know she knows where I'm going. Like, say the shit. Said you read it and tell me what you think, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, it's fucking up my life. Like, by now, 8-9 months later, guess what? I don't go outside. I don't go anywhere. I don't do shit. I go to work and I go home and I wait for a message. No matter what I do. Even if come on, keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Cinnamon, come on. No matter what I do, I'm getting a phone call that explains that I'm doing some deviant sexual bullshit all day with some mystery lady that I don't know. And I can't win. So I'm like, yeah, you know, so we're going back and forth with the little game of she knows I'm leaving and I know she knows I'm leaving and where I'm going, but she don't want to say it, and she wants me to tell her where I'm going, but you're not on my side. So why the fuck am I telling you anything else? I'm done telling you. You're not supporting it. So why give you more shit to talk shit about? I'm done. So I leave. Boom. But of course, she's talking to me the whole way. So much so I stop at my homeboy's house real quick, his little condo. While I'm there, the girl's calling too. We're meeting at 10 o'clock, right? So I go with my homeboys. Me and him chopping it up. He's getting dressed. I'm talking to him and my cousin and my girl. Everybody's calling me. My cousin's telling me don't go. My homie thinks it's funny as shit. Like, he can't believe all this crazy ass shit. It should be in a movie. And my girl is on fire, wanting me to tell her what I'm up to when you know what I'm up to. So I'm telling the girl now. They fucking with me so much that it's getting close. It's like 9:50, right? And I'm in North Highlands. I got to get to Roseville. So I got the vet. So I'm gonna smash up there, but it's getting close. So I'm getting text messages now. I'm here. I'm here. Where you at? I'm like, okay, I'm off. I'm gone. I'm going to go do it. Getting the vet, smash up there. Boom. The vet has the alarm system where all you gotta do is walk away from the door and it's gonna lock, right? And you walk up to the door and it's gonna unlock, right? I didn't like that because a lot of times me and somebody would be outside the car and it's constantly clicking on and off. So I clicked that off, boom, right? I have a Peach Optimal. I leave it in the little inside. I don't smoke in the vat. But I got the Peach Optimal for after this bullshit. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna demand she stop. I don't know. But I'm ready. Bruh. I go in there. I'm the only black person. Really the only nigga. So only black person, only nigga. I look weird as shit. Place is packed. Sacramento Kings is playing. Oh, I'm swole as a motherfucker too. So I go sit down by myself. Lady comes up, I politely get one beer, one Corona. I drink it, and I'm texting the girl now, where you at? Where you at? I'm here. Where you at? I'm looking around, I'm being suspicious. Bruh, I sit there for a whole hour, right? Nobody. Phone's dead. My cousin's right, this bitch is bullshitting. I'm falling for it. Damn, this shit's driving me crazy. So I smash out, and then, to top it off, all I'm thinking walking to the car is, I gotta go home and argue with this fucking lady, and I didn't accomplish shit. This is terrible, right? Now she is pregnant, and it's just hella heavy, right? So I sit down. When I walk up to my car, I notice the door's unlocked, and I told you, I turned that off. I locked the door before I left for sure, and the lock thing was on so that it doesn't come on when I get close to the car. So I notice the door's unlocked. I'm like, damn. But I'm too caught up in my own head and my own thoughts and feelings. I'm like, fuck. I sit down. I look at the Peach Optimo. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna hit the Peach Optimo with the T-tops or something. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna just go home. So I start the car and I get ready to back up. As soon as I back up, there's two police cars, two sheriffs right there, two Roseville police. I'm like, oh, wow. This crazy lady, she can't possibly have said I hit her. That would be crazy. I never seen her. Everybody in there seen me for the whole hour. I only drank one beer. So that can't be. I'm trying to figure out what was her angle, but I know that was her thing, trying to get me to go back to prison, right? So they come up to the car. I'm like, hi. They're like, yep. We stopped you because you don't have a front license plate on your car. And I'm like, this is Roseville, a lot of affluent people. So I immediately spot four other vets in the parking lot, none of which I've never seen a vet, maybe a 70 something, but I've never seen a new late model vet with the license plate on the front. But I said that, I was like, look, I've never seen a license plate on the front of a vet like those right there. And they go, oh no, well our sergeant is making us, I don't know, I think it's stupid too, whatever. You got your license and yada yada? I'm like, yep. And like me, full disclosure, I said, yep, I did yada yada years in prison for conspiracy to sell cocaine. I'm on 5 years probation, and yeah. They're like, okay, cool. Sat back for a second, and They come back and they was like, you mind we search the car? I was like, nah, have at it. Car is new inside, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Have at it. Not even 13 seconds. Not 13 seconds. They handcuffing me. I'm like, what the hell happened? This nigga walks up to me with a tiny, ugly, old pitted bag with some white, dusty shit in it and said, what's this? I said, what? I said, what? He said, you don't know? They're handcuffing me now, right? I'm like, oh, wow. That was it? That was the ploy? I said, man, so now we're handcuffed, right? I started smiling. I said, man, listen, I've been stalked for fucking 9 months, almost a year. And this lady, yada, yada, yada. I said, bro, all the stuff is on my phone. Hi, good morning. Come on, keep walking. That's none of your business. I'm like, bro, all the stuff is on the phone. So they sit there and I start having them play it. Message after message. And they're like, what the fuck? I said, man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I don't know what, who. I'm here to find out. If you go in there and ask anybody in there, I sat in there one beer for an hour watching the game by myself, waiting for this person to show up, which never showed up. You guys did. And I'm pretty sure she called you and told you, and they smoothed over that, whatever. But was like, and I'm calm. I'm just leaning against the car, and they look at each other, and he's like, man, he said, you are. I said, bro, I got in trouble for selling a lot of cocaine. I said, if I would have known, I said, where'd you find that? He said, it was on the floor. I said, look at my car. Look at me. If I would have saw that on the floor, I would have picked it up. But before you guys even came, I would have picked it up, went back in there, and dumped that down the toilet. Like, what the hell? He's like, man, you are very fit. Very fit. Come over here to the left. To the left. To the left. Come over here. Stay. Stay. All right, let's walk. He's like, yeah, you're hella relaxed and hella, I'm like, yeah, because I don't do drugs. He's like, man, look, it's Friday. We're not even gonna call your probation officer. He said the bail for this little shit right here is $500. Bail out, we won't even like process you. Like, you can go, if you got the money, like, you won't even see the holding cell. You'll go in and be right out. I was like, cool. Thank you so much. Bruh, I went to jail, did that, called my girl, woke her up. Of course, she's pissed, but yep, comes down, gets me. And I left that vet in the impound. I didn't want that car anymore. I felt like that car was the source of, I don't know, there was a tracker on it or something, because I couldn't go anywhere without the person knowing. And then I disabled all, that was the end of me escorting. I just disabled everything. Yep, my girl ended up having a miscarriage. Our relationship didn't survive that bullshit, and it was a learning lesson for me. And that was the walk and the end of the story. All right.